Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised.
And then, of course, we got Raw Notes, SmackDown Breakdown. See, I went all Reekany right there.
Sound like you broke down.
It did.
How about Money in the Taint? No?
Wow.
It always got to be the taint with you, doesn't it, Rick?
Right? Jesus Christ.
I mean, Tony always says the taint.
Jazzy Jade International, right?
She was interstate, not international. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Baby's definitely going to win. So,
Not
who
in
knows
his
how
shoulder.
long?
It can't be in his shoulder, Rick.
The ACL's only in your fucking knee.
Well, that ACL joint in his knee.
Everybody's talking about the whole Saudi Arabia trip. Rick touched base on it during the rumors. And
during the news. Yeah, got you.
To license.
She can't wear it every single
And so
night.
can Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho?
Jericho. I said Jericho.
She said Chris Jericho.
I said Jericho.
Who the fuck is that?
Chris Scarecrow? I mean, he's starting to look like
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody.
Hello.
And the third wheel, Rick Serrano.
Hey, people.
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
All right, we are fresh off Money in the Bank pay-per-view. There is a lot of people upset of what happened. We will be talking about it. And
Not as much as a lot of people were upset with Game of Thrones.
yeah, oh my God. Should we talk about that? Is that its own segment or what? A lot of people were pissed off about that. Anyway, but no, we are going to talk in depth. Close enough. Of Money in the Bank, especially the ending. People are still talking about it till today, and here we are a week out, so almost a week out. So.
And still talking about it.
And they're still talking, yeah. Of course, we have our new segment of the Hot Tag News of the Week from one of our correspondents asked this question on our Facebook page, and we're going to be talking about that. And then, of course, we got Raw Notes, SmackDown Breakdown. See, I went all Reekany right there.
Sound like you broke down.
It did. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. That's wrong.
Was that gas?
You mean it was wrong?
That was wrong. SmackDown Breakdown and NXT POV, and then, of course, we got the book. So, with that being said, our WrestleMania, our Money in the Bank pay-per-view points game, we got a new champion.
Yep.
A new champion.
And it's not Tony Diaz.
No, not as
It's
predicted.
definitely not me.
No.
It's definitely not Elio Canella.
I did. But I did bad. I did really bad. Holy cow. Rick, you did bad. You did really bad.
I was in 5th place.
You still did bad. Meaning you did bad.
That was terrible.
It was just terrible.
I didn't even play.
You know what?
I know.
Yeah, I know. What happened?
I was drunk.
Oh, okay.
I'm milk again.
Something like that.
Milk and tequila. But the thing with it is, what made me mad the most, and, like I said, we're going to talk about the match itself, but we're talking about the game itself in this one, is the fact that the Usos match against Daniel Bryan and Rowan, I never knew that match wasn't for the belts.
I know.
I mean, everybody was shocked by that.
Yeah, it was like, what was the
They
point
screwed
of that
up our
match?
game. I think they did it on purpose.
They probably did. But my thing
I
is,
mean,
go ahead, Rick.
it screwed me over out of points. I mean, I would have definitely picked the Usos if I knew it was not a title.
Exactly.
We all would have.
I think a lot of people would have. You know, and then when they said, I was like, oh, crap, Usos champs? Wow, they're playing, hot potato with the belts. And then they were like, oh, that wasn't for the title. I'm like, wait, what?
I know.
Unbelievable. But like I said, we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. But seriously, congratulations to the new wrestling POV champion, Dusty Riley, and the interstate champion, the $50 man himself, Clay Cummings.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Back-to-back championships. He loses one and gets another.
I know, huh?
The $50 man, go figure. And our overseas champion, we haven't heard this name in a very long time, Wilfredo Cruz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gets a
Welcome
title.
back. Welcome back.
Fredo.
Oh, my Lord. Wilfredo. Got to practice my R's. So Dusty Riley replied when Rick Serrano posted the people that won. He replied, "Once again, the trees rise, and I take my rightful place as your POV champion. I should have never have lost the belt before, and I never will again." Now,
Wow.
yeah, it went deep.
Confidence.
Yeah, sure, why not? No, but didn't he say this once before?
He said it last year at WrestleMania when he
And
first
then
won it. So a year went by, Dusty. Congratulations. It's your anniversary.
And then, of course, I responded with Ron Simmons' "Damn!" So, but seriously, congratulations to them guys. We're going to go straight on to the Facebook.
Wait a second.
Oh, the Turd Award. I forgot about that. He's like, wait a minute. Trevor Campbell from Australia? Is that where he's from?
From Australia.
Wow.
First time
Some
player.
down under, getting it down under. Huh?
Yeah, down under with smelly poopies. That was so 3-year-old it showed me. Yeah, from Australia. First time playing?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Negative 90.
Negative
Christ.
90.
Are you serious?
When I was doing the points, I was like, oh, Elio is definitely getting it with negative 58. No. Negative 90 for Trevor Campbell. You heard Campbell Soup? Campbell Soup is good. Your picks are bad.
And your trophy's stinky.
Oh, yeah. So, just to make sure, Rick commented on the picture of the turd of himself, actually. And he says, "Trevor Campbell, you won something." And then Trevor Campbell responded with, "Yay." So I don't think he was too happy about being the recipient of the Turd Award. But you know what? That's what you get. You know why? Because I think he maxed out all his points, didn't he?
I mean, negative
he
90,
did.
I think so.
I think he did. I think he maxed out. So you know what? You deserve it. So poopy on you. All right, so let's go over the Facebook poll and hater comment of the week. Wasn't really a poll. We didn't put out any polls this week because we knew there was going to be a lot of content to talk about this week. So I saved the post that I put up of the Money in the Bank. Named this pay-per-view Wrong Answers Only, and of course it was the picture of. Seems to be like Sami Zayn, Kofi, Kevin Owens, and they're all fighting for the ladder to get the Money in the Bank briefcase. So, but I wanted wrong answers. I wanted a different name for this pay-per-view. Josh Sanders, he says, "What the fuck is in the briefcase?" Brett Kornowski.
I was going to say Cornette.
Right. Brett Kornowski, he says, pay-per-view. But paper, P-A-P-E-R.
Oh,
I got it.
I liked it. I liked it, Brett. Don't worry about it. Jesus. Graham the Stig Neely. The fuck? He wrote Last Man Standing. Jesse Pennington says winner gets their release match. Damn. Simon Christopher Davis says future Endeavor's ladder match. Mickey Woodcock. He said sex at WrestleMania. What the fuck?
with a name like Woodcock.
That's
Yeah, he
true.
would.
That's a porn freaking names.
You would cock it.
Joe Canelia? He said sleeping bag match. He responded again. He said, let him breathe match. Ace Lee, he said, 8 men, 1 case. Disgusting.
That's just nasty.
Is just nasty. Justin Parker, he said, Judy Bagwell Classic.
Oh, man, Buff Bagwell's mom.
Yeah. That's wrong. Bayou? B-A-U? How do you pronounce that?
Bayou?
Bayou? Johnson. He says, crash test dummy training day. Chris Avis says, in your house, 3745. The fuck? Casey Johnson said, violation.
Okay.
Alrighty. Sure. We'll go with that. Somebody said Starcade, Halloween Havoc, Brawl for It All. People, be creative, man. I'm looking for creativity.
Shoots and ladders?
Well,
Shoots and ladders. That's
Well,
a good
the thing
one
is
there.
that they were wrong names only, right?
Shut up, Mimi.
So don't complain.
I am complaining.
Creative wrong names only next time, Tony.
Thank you. Warren S. Bowman, he was creative. He says baggage claim 5.
I think Miguel Tony needs a hater alert.
No.
He's hating on all these comments.
I'm not. John Chimmel.
I mean, you're about to get at Mimi with your hater comments.
John Chimmel, he said Home Depot Slam.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's
Craig
a corny
Oskin. No, that's a good one.
That was corny.
Jesus Christ. Craig
Ladders
J.
in aisle 7?
Great. Craig J. Oskin said feast or fired match.
That's an Impact thing. Come on.
Is it really?
Yeah, Impact, they have the 4 briefcases.
Ah.
You get 3 title shots. 1 is a fired case.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Travis Warner said Menards gift certificate, $500. Jesus Christ. Earl Ellsworth. Uh-oh. He said
James's brother.
James's brother, right? He said Walmart presents Black Friday. Kevin Dyson said double or nothing. Oh my god. Simon Smith said extreme decorating when contractors go bad. Jonathan Oxidine, he said 4 men, 1 case. Another one, this one's pretty funny. The rise and fall of 4 guys in a briefcase. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? That was funny. Somebody said WrestleMania, SummerSlam, fighting with ladders. Capital punishment. He was being serious. Travis Richards, he said King of the Mountain. Nudge, nudge. Okay. This one I think Rick is going to like. Anthony Reeder, he says, what's in that briefcase?
What's in the briefcase? I get it.
Travis Richards said, all elite wrestlers. Travis replied it like 6 times on this. He really wanted to get known. He said, who wants to be a millionaire? Jeopardy? Bound for Glory? Jesus. Only 1 box of cookies left. Battle of Los Angeles, Slammiversary, AEW contract briefcase. Oh my God. Money for the hose. Jesus. Oh man.
That's wrong.
That is wrong. Stairway to Heaven. Okay. Avengers Endgame.
Money? How about Money in the Taint? No?
Wow.
Always got to be the taint with you, doesn't it, Rick?
Right? Jesus Christ.
I mean, Tony always says the taint. Come on. It's Tony's word.
Yeah, but the way you said it.
I know. Enjoyed it.
Right? Oh my God.
I know. That's just so disgusting. You're like the vile. Come on.
Dean Parker the third. He said Nintendo
my
Switch
cousin.
on a pole match.
Oh, he's trying to be like you, Rick.
Right?
It is my cousin.
He's your
Oh, that is your cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, the third. I
your
get it.
third cousin.
The third cousin, yeah. ECW One Night Stand. Excuse to have a ladder-based pay-per-view. Backdoor Sluts 9. What is wrong with people? Zach Fox, I think he's in the running for hated comment of the week.
Oh, man.
Zach Fox.
Zach,
Write it down. That way we don't
I'm
forget.
writing it down.
Zach Fox, you can send me that video if you have it. I mean,
Oh my God. And I bet it has nothing to do with wrestling. McKay Royce, he wrote Iconic Mania. I like that.
Oh, yeah, you would because it's iconic.
You're damn right, yes.
Because it's iconic.
Andy Drummond, he said extreme briefcase shopping. No, nothing?
No.
There's silence.
Silence? All right. Anita Seekford, she said mine. Somebody else said Despicable Me.
What?
Really?
Tony, next time, creative wrestling titles.
Only.
RJ Harris said Mortal Kombat. Nothing? Really?
No.
All right, the brass ring.
No. What are you guys thinking? See, you got Tony. Tony's allergic to bullshit, guys.
True. Oh, my Lord. Robert Matthew Gregg Jr. He wrote, "To make it look like I'm about to nope, just got knocked off. Here goes another superstar. Nope, just got knocked off. I got in my head. Nope, never mind, just lost it. Match. My wife hates watching ladder matches because she thinks it's so fake watching them try to grab the briefcase for dramatic effect." Laugh out loud.
It is. I agree with that.
Yeah, you know what? I do too, but that's not what I was asking.
Oh, okay.
Sal, he said, freedom hangs. Whoever obtains the briefcase gets a contract stipulating their WWE released at any time they choose.
That's a good contract. That's a good contract.
Right?
That is a good contract.
Joey Glitz, he said, grab the hangy thingy. Brendan Davis said, Mid Carter's Paradise.
Woohoo!
Wow.
It should be all Mick Carter's, though. I agree with that.
Well, that's what the new title's for.
Yeah, no, oh my God, we'll be talking about that.
Oh
in a
my
little bit.
God.
Christian McCobe, he said, climb the big metal thingy slowly when it's convenient for match pacing and storytelling, then awkwardly try to unlatch the metal hangy box from a job promotion night. Come on, man, that one was a good one.
It was okay.
Rick,
It was too long.
come on, man. That one was good. Really?
Yes.
You guys suck. James Donnelly, he says,
Not as much
reach
as
for
Rick
the
on
stars.
Sundays.
That's true. Reach for the stars. Clearly it's baggage claim at the airport pay-per-view. Brad Fitzgerald said $995 in the bank. Oh, my God. WCW Tower of Doom. Oh, my God. This is so wrong. You know what? I think this dude needs to be the hater comment of the week. GG Tatum. No, my bad. John X. Flanagan. He said, one night in China.
Damn.
I don't get it.
That's China's porn.
Oh. Yeah, he's hater
Ismail
comment.
Pola said, open sex celebration. What is it with these guys? Eric
Those
Ward.
are the guys that don't get any.
That's true. Well, these, I swear to God, this next three comments are all sex related. Eric Ward said one night in Paris.
That's another porn.
It is another porn. And then
I wouldn't know about
And
it.
then Adam Dwyer said Eric Ward one night in China, laugh out loud, but didn't bother to look a couple comments above where it's already said. Kyle Hankins says dildo in the case. What the fuck?
I like that, Kyle.
Another one, dildo in the briefcase. What is going on here?
I mean, where else would you hide it?
Oh my God.
True.
Actually, I think Rick's going to like this one. Anthony Doran, he said Vince Russo on a pole match, bro.
Bro. Serious, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God. David Thompson, my God. Gay day ladder play. What? Jesus, man. James Gibbs, he says the last roll of toilet paper in the arena.
That's a good one. That's worth fighting for.
That is Taboo Tuesday, shit on KO, snakes and ladders, Lego My Ego.
I like that one.
So I have to save this one for last. Actually, I'm going to end it with this one. Rick will definitely appreciate this. Brandon Benke. We'll go with Benke. He says, penis in the bum pay-per-view.
And it was on Sunday.
It wasn't? Yeah. It was on a Sunday. Yes, it was.
All right. Wow.
Hater
That
comment.
was definitely pretty bad.
Yeah,
We had a couple of good ones.
Which one though? The two that I read off, I think the one that said the one night in China.
Yeah.
I think it should be him,
That's John Flanagan.
John Flanagan. Yeah, it's got to go with John Flanagan.
I mean, with a name like John Flanagan, it has to be John Flanagan.
Yeah, well, you know he ain't getting none. All right, so do the honors.
All right, John Flanagan, hater alert.
All right, so now another post that I put up, and I thought it was fun. You heard us talking about it. Actually, it's everybody should know about it now. Is the 24/7 title.
Oh Lord.
Now, a lot of people gave it shit. They were like, "No, this can't be happening." Of course, the person that has it now is R-Truth, and R-Truth put out the funniest post. And the thing of it is, like when I, do something about R-Truth and I say it back, I got hated on for it.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, that's so mean," and da-da-da. That's his character. That's what he does. What you getting on me for?
I know.
So he puts out a post on Facebook, and it says, "We out, taking the European Championship to WWE SmackDown Live." Oh, my Lord. So then Chad and Fiesta, he says it's not the European Championship. Laughed my ass off. James Chris, he said, it'll be epic if he calls it the hardcore title next week.
Oh my God, yes, it will be.
Corey Burrell said, watch out for little Jimmy. And then Robert Dillon says, I think Carmella will beat him for it. Which
that would be fucking funny.
you know what? Which leads to my question: who do you think is going to be the first woman to hold that?
Probably Carmella.
Really? You think Carmella is going to do something sneaky?
Maybe, yeah. If it's not Carmella, Nikki Cross, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, sure. All right. Cameron Goodrich, he said, the truth shall set the SmackDown Live roster free. Nick Horick, he says, I can't with this guy sometimes. Brian says, title looks stupid. What the fuck?
It's funny as shit, though.
Yeah. So, Damian Swampy, that's his name, Swampy.
Swampy!
That is awesome. He says, so Robert Roode and him were the first two champions. Laugh out loud. Sorry, guys. Missed Raw this Monday. Was busy. Somebody replied, no, Titus was the first one. Oh, shit. Nice. That's all they said. Oh, shit. Nice. Tash Win Roberts, he said the belt looks bloody awful. So I'm guessing he's from the UK. Nothing beats WrestleMania 18 when the Hardcore Championship was changing hands all night. That is fun. And I think that's what they're trying to get at, too.
Yeah.
Peter Walsh, he said a title belt for wrestlers that don't have storylines. Jesus Christ. And
Who said
that? Peter Welsh.
That's a hater alert.
You think so? I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was
The
funny.
truth.
It is funny, but it's still like hating on those mid-carders.
That's true. That is true. All right, that's it for that poll. That is it. Anything? Nothing? Nah? Really?
Nah, I mean, if you want us to go into the 24/7 title now? We'll save it.
No, we'll save it for when we talk about Raw, because that's when it happened, Dom. So that is it for the Facebook poll and hater comment of the week. Mimi, did you really want to put that guy as hater comment?
Yes, Peter Welsh.
All right, because Mimi said it. Peter Welsh, hater alert.
All right, so with that being said, it is time to cover the wrestling semi-news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, Aleister Black turns 34 years old.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right.
D'Angelo De Niro turns 41 years old. Formerly known as Elijah Burke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he goes by the Pope now.
Yes.
The Pope D'Angelo De Niro.
Okay.
And
But I'll let you slide.
Daniel Bryan turns 38 years old.
Really?
38. Wow.
38. Yes.
48.
Time's winding down for that man. Seriously. It is getting there, getting older.
Time for baby number 2.
Yeah.
All right. With that being
cute, you can't front.
Oh yeah, so cute.
Jesus.
With that being said, it's now time for the wrestling news from around the world. All right, well, AEW has another signing from WWE. Dean Malenko is now signed as a senior producer and coach.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko, man, the man of 1,000 holds. So,
Well, a lot of people are saying that WWE's in trouble now.
I mean, are they? Are they?
We shall see.
Well, I'm going to tell you this much. Speaking on the whole AEW thing. Now, to me, honestly, it's overhyped. It's way overhyped. Is it competition for WWE? Yeah. And WWE needs to be worried. They do. But my only concern is this. I've wrestled in the indies for many years, as a lot of people know. Yeah, 20 plus years. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
should have mentioned that a lot sooner.
You know, I was going to, but then I kind of was like, nah. You know what? I don't want to be that guy.
But
You
we're
know?
doing a wrestling podcast, Tony, for 3 years. You should have mentioned that you wrestled before.
Yeah, you know, I mean, for 20 plus, well, I was doing it for 20 years, and then I added the plus later on in my career.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
But but the thing with it is that I've been to a lot of indie shows, done a lot of indie shows, and I've seen where the promoter, 9 times out of 10, were the wrestler themselves. And they always put over themselves and their buddies. That's what I'm worried about with AEW. Okay? I'm not saying, you know, because even though that North Carolina, the owner for the North Carolina, is it North Carolina or Tampa?
Jacksonville.
Or Jacksonville.
Tampa?
North Carolina. Jesus Christ.
Tampa? Is
Jacksonville Jaguars. He even though it's kind of weird because he says he has the final say in what goes on in AEW. But we all know it's Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks. They're going to have the final say. Now, look at all who they signed. Pretty much they're friends. You know what I'm saying? Either they're friends or people from Ring of Honor, people from New Japan that they were friends with. They're trying to get people from WWE, which is, hey, you know what? It is what it is. It's going to be about competition, who you can get and all that other stuff. But what I'm afraid is that just like in the indies, when they were putting themselves over or putting their friends over, I think that's what AEW is going to... Well, you know what? I don't want to say it like that. We'll wait and see what happens at the pay-per-view this week, or actually tonight this week. See what happens. And I think that's what will be their downfall, of them putting themselves over. You know what I'm saying? So, what was he getting at with this?
Basically,
Dean Malenko.
Don't hype him up over...
The overhypeness.
Yeah.
The whole overhypeness of AEW. But you know what? I'm excited for it. I'm waiting for it, but I think they hyped it up way too soon.
Yep.
Way too soon. They should have been doing a lot of the signings, I guess you can say, behind closed doors.
in private. Yeah.
In private. Make them guys sign a contract saying they cannot say where they're going next. You know, because they want to finalize some stuff. Get everything in order. Because for me, honestly, nothing's in order. You know, because they hyped up AEW
maybe that's
how long ago?
But that could be in private, though.
What?
That everything that they have in order is behind closed doors.
No. I'm talking about when they first announced AEW. That was how many months ago?
A while ago, yeah.
Big press conference. Okay, so who you signing with? Who's the TV deal? What are you gonna do? They had no answer for it. They had no answer for it. The only thing they said.
Can you help me here?
The only thing they said was, you know, that they got a pay-per-view Double or Nothing in Las Vegas, May 25th at the MGM Grand or whatever it's at, and that was it. So how can I be really hyped up for AEW when y'all don't even know what's next for you guys? At the time, I'm saying.
Yep.
You know, now they have a TV deal, which is great. They're going to be on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, okay? What I'm saying is all that shit should have been put together first before y'all went ahead and announced
Well,
that
maybe
this and
somebody
that.
else.
To me, it's premature.
Maybe somebody else leaked the news and they had a.
Nobody leaked it. Nobody leaked it. To me, it's just way too soon.
Cody,
And then
great
it's
job.
all. I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying, it's just they overhyped it way too soon. Way too soon. That's
With
that's
that
just
being
my
said, make sure you play the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view points game from Wrestling POV Global, where we will be crowning the first ever Wrestling POV Global Champion tonight. And that winner, the first place winner, will be also receiving a $50 Amazon gift card. The way to play is you have to like our Wrestling POV Facebook page, and
Yeah.
you got to put in your picks before the
But
matches
no,
start.
they got to share that post.
That's true too. Make sure you share that post.
Can't express it enough how much you got. If you're, again, like when we did the WrestleMania one, if you already like the page, you're one step ahead. All you had to do is just share that damn post. They just put up a post yesterday, I think. So share that post. You need to share that post in order to qualify. If you don't, you ain't getting shit. Nada. You'll be a champion, but that's it.
There
I'll
you
be
go.
just a champion, and that's it. Because I ain't getting shit anyways.
Imagine if Mimi wins this one.
Can't
First-
even imagine that.
First ever woman to win. First ever global champion to win. Ain't that some shit?
Wasn't Jazzy Jade International, right?
She was interstate, not international. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Baby's definitely gonna win.
Excuse me, I made a
Oh
mistake,
my
okay? My
God.
English is not too good looking, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Next up in the news, Aleister Black not going to Saudi Arabia because of WWE concerns with his religious themed tattoos.
Yeah. We'll talk more about that later.
Preposterous. Moving
It
on
is.
to more news that we're going to be talking about later. Sami Zayn not going for being Serbian. Kevin Owens not going for Sammy. And that's part of the reason why Dolph Ziggler returned. And we'll be talking about that more in the hot tag news.
Yes.
All right, Tony with the rumors.
All right. I got a few of them here. Jack Swagger is apparently in talks with AEW, and he could be heading there in the future.
Swagger.
Swagger. Yeah.
The swagger.
The top matches advertised for the June 23rd Stomping Grounds pay-per-view are Kevin Owens versus Kofi for the title, Seth Rollins.
Again?
Yeah, again. Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin for the Universal, and Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. Didn't see that coming. Leo Rush is still headed to NXT. Vince McMahon loved the idea of the 24/7 championship when it was brought up in creative. Go figure that one out. And finally, rumored matches for the Philadelphia Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE title. Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin in a tables match for the Universal title. Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. And AJ Styles versus a mystery opponent.
All right.
That is it for the rumors. Go straight to injury.
All right, Rey Mysterio separated ACL in his shoulder.
Jesus. Really?
Gonna
Separated what?
ACL. You heard it.
And there's no...
That you missed. That's what it says. Separated ACL
You're
joint.
talking to a woman who does this every
I'm
single day
talking
for a
about
living.
somebody that read off the news. All right, separated ACL joint.
Even I know that's ridiculous. You got me snorting over here.
Separated ACL joint, has therapy for it. If they said hopefully therapy works at curing it so that he doesn't need surgery.
You know what? I stepped out the other day and I twisted my ankle and I sprained my tinnitus. Jesus, Rick.
Separated ACL joint.
Oh my god.
So
Not
who
in
knows
his
how long?
shoulder.
It can't be in
Yes.
his shoulder, Rick.
The ACL is only in your fucking knee.
Well, then ACL joint in his knee.
Oh shit. Oh, hold on. Oh.
Hater alert!
How is that hating when you're wrong?
I didn't say it. Miguel
Oh, you
said
should
it.
have researched it and make sure it was correct.
Oh my god, my stomach hurt.
Yo, a shoulder separation is an injury to the acromyoclavicular joint, the AC joint, which is also
AC
joint.
AC
Not
joint, which is
ACL.
also a ligament, but it's a ligament as well.
No, no. AC joint is an AC joint.
Listen, it's an AC joint, but I read it as ACO because that's what it said in the news that I got it from. So it wasn't me. Acromyoclavicular joint.
It's a chromial.
Acromyoclavicular.
What the hell's going on here? What else you got?
My pride is hurt.
As well as it should be. Go on.
That's all I got for the news.
All right, so let's go. Wait for the news. It's injury.
Injury. ACL, the news, you know.
All right, let's get down to this. Jesus Christ, Rick. All right, the new segment of the show, the hot tag news of the week. All right, so now, of course, everybody's talking about the whole Saudi Arabia trip. Rick touched base on it during the rumors, and
During the news, yeah, got you.
no, I did it on purpose. Got me. Oh my god. All right, so oh crap, where is it?
Yep.
Yeah, see, y'all distracted me, and
Oh yeah, it's all everybody else's fault but your own.
it is.
The same way as everybody else's fault but Rick's own.
Yeah, Rick. Wait, what?
Well, it is everybody else's fault. I read it off
All
of
right.
what I got.
So Matt Novak, he posted on the Wrestling POV page, what's as good or better than WrestleMania? WWE Super Showdown? Imagine compromising one of your brand's biggest selling points for some blood money. Shameful idiot. How do you say that word? Idiot. But he said it in his language.
Let me see. That's English.
Idiocy?
Idiocy.
Idiocy.
That's what it is. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's what it is. So.
No, and I'm glad he
so-
said that because WWE was saying that it could be just as good or better than WrestleMania. Are you
Yes.
serious?
Yeah. No. So now.
Anything for blood money.
Well, I mean, Jesus. I mean, Rick mentioned earlier some guys weren't going. Aleister Black isn't going to the Super Showdown because of his tattoos, is what I heard. And it wasn't his decision.
No, WWE's.
Well, yeah, but the thing of it is, it's unclear, though. They said that if the Saudis ask that he not come or the WWE is making this call. So,
Well, my thing is, a lot of his tattoos are dark.
very dark.
So
Very devilish.
You know, exactly. So are they saying that he's like a devil worshiper? That's why they don't want him there?
I don't know.
No,
Or is
he
a
also
warlock? That's why they
No.
don't want
He might
him
be a
there?
he also has a lot of Buddhist tattoos, like
Yes,
across
I
his
know.
stomach. Is the
Yes, I
Buddhist
saw
stuff
that
too.
Oh, he does? I never noticed
Yeah.
that. Oh.
So like those are like the religious things that they're talking about, but that's just like that's ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
like what they did with Rey Mysterio, he had to take off the cross on his mask, and
Yeah.
Well, look
like
at the women.
Yeah.
the women can't even go.
But,
The
Oh,
women
but
can't.
see,
Well, they could go, but they can't wrestle.
no, they can't even go.
No, they're not going.
Well, didn't they have Renee there the last time?
Renee Young? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. But she had to be covered
she's-
up.
But
Yeah.
exactly, but she still was
So,
able to go. So
yeah.
you can't say they can't go.
All right, so here's a little statement that I found online. It says WWE Super Showdown is taking place on June 7th in Saudi Arabia. There are a lot of people who have an issue with this event, and the list of superstars seems to be growing. Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens are not going. Sami Zayn is not going either, but it's likely that he wasn't invited due to his heritage. However, Roman Reigns is going when he previously told the company he didn't want to work the Crown Jewel event. Post Wrestling Report reports that you can add Aleister Black. We had been told the SmackDown champion Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn, and Aleister Black will also not be taken. Okay, read that already. Reasons for their absence were not revealed. Saudi Arabia has a lot of controversy attached to the country. They have some extreme viewpoints that are not looked at too kindly by a lot of people. We are trying our best not to get political here, so let's just leave it at that. Aleister Black is not going. There's a lot of Aleister Black. Jesus, Aleister Black is not going for whatever reason, so he will not be entertaining a royal family in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now he will stay home with his wife, Zelina Vega, who was also not going, but she was never invited because she was a woman. Now, this is what gets me upset. WWE tries so hard to be, pro-woman and this and that. They've been main evented. But then they're doing shows in Saudi Arabia where women are not allowed to just about do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, do I agree with it? I must say no. Is it like WrestleMania? Hell no. Hell no. No, absolutely not. And you know why? Because I've watched the last two of them that they had. One of them I will never forget when Titus O'Neil slid fucking 10 yards. But watching the Saudi Arabia pay-per-views is very awkward for me. Because you have all the royalty sitting in the front in recliners on their phones, not really watching. I mean, yeah, granted, I know what people, well, you're there to watch wrestling. I know that. Shut up. But it's still, that environment is what makes you hyper, gets you hyped. You know what I'm saying? Watching the fans get really excited. Yeah, I'm going to get excited. But for me, and I think it's more because.
Why do you think Louisiana's in the book?
Yeah, I know, right?
Philadelphia was in the book because the fans did not get excited. I
agree.
And I'm not promoting Saudi Arabia, but I'm gonna say this: they're gonna go into the forever buck if they don't get excited.
Yeah.
And then they won't be.
And I agree with you because, like I said, my thing is
it'll
the
be 3
fact
years
that,
in a row.
Yeah, it just throws me off, and it's just like I said, they don't care about it. For me, that's what it looked like to me. I mean, if somebody could tell me different, please do. Please post it on our Facebook page. But they do not look like they're freaking entertained by it. They're on their phones, like I said, walking up and down during the matches. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And it looks like, you know how like normally in the front row, it's like maybe like 30 people in the front row on one side alone? Mm-hmm. On their shows, it's like 6.
And they're all little kids.
No, it's them, the royalties or whatever. The kids are fucking running around. They're not even sitting down watching the damn pay-per-view. Makes me mad.
I don't know.
Rick?
Well, for me, it's just, you're not even promoting the country. WWE is refusing to say the word Saudi Arabia. You're doing that for a reason, bro.
Exactly.
You're trying so hard to... so hard to take their money and not mention them. It's preposterous, man.
But let's
ridiculous.
go back to last year with the American person that got killed in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He was a Saudi news reporter.
Oh, was he?
He was an actual Saudi news reporter who actually spoke the truth and spoke the news.
Yeah,
and he got killed.
And they try to cover that shit up.
Oh God, yeah.
And it did not work.
It just makes me mad because oh my God, I don't know. For me, and you know what? I'm glad the president of Wrestling POV made this call that we will not be doing a pay-per-view points game for that.
Yeah, no.
And we haven't since it started going to Saudi Arabia.
No, and then but look at the card itself.
I saw the Saudis out there who don't feel the way the
that's
Royals
the thing,
think.
though.
But the thing is that
a lot of them don't.
And the thing is that it's just it goes against our ethical beliefs, our morals, and everything else.
But just, and I know I'm going way off topic when I'm going to mention this, but it's the truth. They come into our country saying, "Well, you guys need to respect our beliefs, and you guys got to understand. We want a mosque here, and we want this and that and whatever, But then when we go there, we can't. Like a woman such as yourself, you can't go dressed with what you got on. You got to be covered up. You can't drive a car.
I'm naked, by the way.
No, you're not. So you can't drive a car. You can't do this. You can't do. It's like. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that when you come to our country that we got to respect and obey by what you believe in, but when we go there, You got to tell us what our
Right,
women
it's
can
always
do and do not
one-sided.
do.
It's one-sided.
That's the problem that I got.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
so unfair. And the reason, like I said, the reason, I know I went off, but the reason why I went off topic on that is because then you look at the WWE female superstars who cannot go. Did Renee Young, did she set a bar for being the first commentator? Yeah, she probably did. I've seen news reporters from Saudi Arabia, but they are, of course, covered up.
Just like Renee Young was. But
And Renee Young was covered up. But my thing is that how fair is that for the WWE female talent that they got there? It's
Exactly.
not fair. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest problem I have.
And
Granted,
that's the biggest problem I think a lot of the wrestlers have, because it is blood money, and
it is.
and you're just being a hypocrite in promoting the women, and at the same token
Promoting the men, you mean?
No, promoting the women here in the United States, and at the same token you're being a hypocrite and barring the women from showing up. And I would say, here's your money, Prince. And the thing is, here's your money. I'm sorry if I offend you, but if my women can't perform, I mean, and I understand if it's their culture, if it's their religious belief, their culture that the women be dressed from, then let the women be dressed, but they could still be dressed in the hijab and still wear their colors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And wrestle.
But my thing is this, okay? Going back to what I was saying, how when they come here, we got to respect their religions and da-da-da-da. But then when an American or a U.S. citizen or whatever goes to their country, we can't practice what we need to.
Right, but
the biggest point I'm trying to make is Rey Mysterio. I don't know if he's Catholic, Christian, or whatever, but he always has that cross on his mask. He goes over there, now he's got to take it off? That's not right.
That's true.
That's not right. Wait, but you can come over here and demand that we follow what you No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes America America, too.
Exactly. But the thing is you want to break barriers. Okay? You want to break barriers.
No,
this is
but
one
it
way
starts with them, not with us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is one way of breaking barriers, is allowing the women to wrestle. Okay? That's what they do. They wrestle. They don't have to wrestle in their shorts. They don't have to wrestle. They can wrestle in hijabs. Learn, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying...
Look at India.
And
when
look at
they allowed Sasha Banks and I think Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
They allowed them to, and they were the first ever to perform in India.
All right,
too.
let's look at the Indian wrestlers. They dress in their cultural dressing. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is, what it's called, but they dress in their cultural dressing, and they're not dressed in little tiny shorts or stuff like that overexposes the women. Okay, but they still wrestle.
I understand
my point
is
this is
barrier.
But that was breaking the barrier, and that's what I'm talking about in Saudi Arabia. They could break the barrier. They can break the barrier if they allow the women to wrestle in their colors. I'm not saying that they need to show skin. I'm just saying let them wrestle in their colors.
I get that, but what I'm saying is like I said, when they come in here, we have to not obey. I don't say I hate that fucking word, but we have to
respect. It's all about respect.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But how can they not do the same for us?
Well,
that's my biggest beef.
That's called breaking the barriers, and hopefully, and honestly, I wish and I pray that it does happen, that they do break that barrier.
And I hope so too. But it's like I said, but it's not
at
just.
this point,
but it's not just.
They're not.
But it's not just the
women
though. It's like I said, Rey Mysterio, he has the cross. No, he can't wear that. Freaking Aleister Black. He has his markings on his body. He can't come over there because of that. Sami Zayn, he's of a different type of Muslim. He can't. Why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
No, and that's what I'm saying.
That's bullshit.
We have to, and then we have to break that barrier, and
we're not.
The only way to do it is not going, refusing to go over there.
And the biggest problem I have with this whole thing is we canceled Backlash pay-per-view. We moved it back 2 weeks, so the people who had tickets to Backlash, they're screwed out of it. They don't get to watch the pay-per-view. Now they get stomping grounds 2 weeks later in a different venue. Not only that, we then have all these people struggling to go to the show, to watch the show, and look at the card they give us. Randy Orton versus Triple H. Shane McMahon fighting again. Yeah. That's the card. So it's like, you're going to disrespect us by calling it something like WrestleMania or better? And you're putting trash out? That's just a smack in the face of the WWE fans.
But
you should give us a
my
month
whole
for
point,
free.
though. And they should, but that was my whole point of it, though. They want us to constantly change, and they're not willing to budget. And then now you're going to say that their Super Showdown is a better is higher or better than WrestleMania? Get the fuck out of here!
It's blood money, so they're gonna say and do what they say,
And
whatever.
Bullshit.
Just
and
to
I
make
guarantee,
it, so they can get paid. It's all about the money. It's not about the fans. It's not about the wrestlers. It's about the money.
Yeah.
Is it about the money?
Yes.
I guarantee Renee is not going because Dean won't be there. I guarantee that. Dean went last time. That's why she went.
And
I
only
guarantee she won't
because
be there.
she was going.
Yeah, I guarantee she's not going this time.
Wow.
And I hope she doesn't. Honestly, because I'm just sick and tired of it.
I hear you. All right.
That was a hot tag if I ever felt one.
I know, right? Jesus Christ. All right, so that is your hot tag segment. And people, honestly, really, if you guys have any questions at all that you want us to talk about, put it, just like Matt Novak did, throw it on our Facebook page, and we will have a hot topic discussion about it, whether if it's a short one or a long one. Who the hell knows? You know what I'm saying? That was bad. All right, so you know what? Let's go straight on to Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Oh, cha-ching, look at that. Wow. All right, Rick, what are your overall thoughts on the pay-per-view, first of all?
All right, first of all, I watched Game of Thrones first, and I was...
Speaking of that, though, I ended up watching Game of Thrones first. My wife was very adamant about watching it first, so, yeah. But
yeah.
I was disappointed, too, though. But anyway.
I can see why people were disappointed, but I wasn't that disappointed. I'm more of a Breaking Bad fan myself anyway, so that was my whole thing with it.
Yeah.
But Money in the Bank itself, it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible, no.
Yeah. And if we're going on that scale, then it was a good damn pay-per-view. I thought there was a lot of good moments, but the finish definitely left a bad taste in my mouth. It was shocking, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
it was.
Not the right thing to do, man. Not to those guys that put a hell of a show on.
Yeah.
For this pay-per-view. But it was a good pay-per-view overall.
Yeah. Yep. So, anyway. So, let's go over the card right quick. Of course, you heard us earlier with the Usos versus Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Winner was the Usos. Like I said, I didn't know this wasn't for the belt. I wouldn't have never fucking picked the Daniel Bryan to win.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Jesus.
You would think we just gave them the belts. Let's give them something to solidify why they're champions.
Exactly.
No, we make them lose.
Exactly. Fucking
Momos.
dumb. But the match was good. The match was good. The Usos, in my opinion, going back old school with the underrated, overrated, I think they're the most underrated tag team out there.
Yes.
They throw really, really good matches.
I think what we should do for a poll next week is put the Usos up against a legendary tag team and see where they stand.
Okay. Like who?
Well, maybe the New Age Outlaws. We put them up against
Road Raiders.
Road Warriors.
Road Warriors, yeah.
Yeah.
Heart Foundation?
Like that. Heart Foundation. Mm-hmm. Where do they stand?
All right. Well, we'll see. Or if you fans want, pick a team. Pick a team. Any team, and then throw it on our Facebook page. And like I said, we'll put it up as a poll and see what happens. But I do think they're the most underrated tag team out there.
I agree.
Up next, it was the women's Money in the Bank. Naomi, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Carmella, Ember Moon, and Natalya. What you guys thought of this?
Botch City
like a mofo. But it was good. Big tease with Mandy grabbing the suitcase. And how strong is Sonya Deville?
Yo, she's so strong.
My God, she's so strong. Lifting
got
up Mandy
strength.
Rose on her shoulders.
Same.
She does got that strong, putting Mandy Rose on her shoulders and lifting her up on the ladder and almost she had the head on her choches.
Damn.
Anyway.
It makes you go, good.
It was wild that she did that, though. I was really impressed. But Bailey ended up getting it, so she's your new Money in the Bank winner.
And
I'm not disappointed.
I'm not either.
I'm sad that Mandy lost, but I'm not disappointed.
I'm not either. But the thing of it is, I heard rumor is that initially it was supposed to be Ember Moon. She was supposed to win it.
But did she?
To throw everybody off. Because the thing of it is...
still threw everybody off with Bailey winning.
Not really. No, because the two highest picks was either Mandy Rose or Bailey. Those were the two highest picks.
From us?
From us, from everywhere.
I don't think so.
I know so. Seriously.
Show
I can
me
tell
the
you
statistics.
Ember Moon needs to stop wearing her little cousin's outfits.
She can wear her little cousin's outfit every single night.
Oh, but Chris Jericho can't wear his little cousin's shorts.
I know, right?
Bingo!
Jesus, that is true. No, she can't wear it every single
And so
night.
can Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho?
Jericho. I said Jericho.
She said Chris Jericho.
I said Jericho.
Who the fuck is that?
Chris Scarecrow? I mean, he started to look like
Rick, you're the one who freaking ripped up 2 shirts of his, so don't
he
even get
didn't.
there.
What are you talking about?
See, you drinking
Oh,
again.
yeah.
She is. She.
I am drunk.
Rum and coconut rum. Jesus, Lord. All right. Anyways, let's keep moving. All right. Then Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Now, I know Samoa Joe has to be pissed off because
I would be.
he and the reason why I'm saying this is because when he got busted up once before and they were trying to stop the match, he was telling them straight up, "No, don't you dare! I'll beat your ass." And they didn't, but they stopped this one because his nose was busted, so they had to do the match quick. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
Joe said, "You broke my nose, bro."
Oh,
to
really?
Rey Mysterio, yeah. He said, "You broke my nose." Like,
During the match, really? I didn't hear him say that.
Well, he broke Ray's ACL.
Yeah. Anyway, so after the match, Joe attacked Ray while Dominic just sat there and watched. But the main thing about this match nobody talked about was that Ray became a Grand Slam champion.
Yep.
And nobody said it. Nobody.
Except us.
because
Here at
honestly,
Wrestling POV.
Rey Mysterio is really, like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it that he's winning these titles, that he's winning these matches over these younger guys. Like, all right, we have Ray there. Because why is he, like, when he had his little story with Andrade, that was great. But he didn't need to go over on Andrade. Let Andrade go over. Ray won a couple of matches, but he didn't have to win the majority of the matches to go over. And now you take a belt off of Joe, and now you're hurt, and you're giving up the belt next week. It just doesn't make sense.
No, not at all.
Don't be Rick.
But no, you know what though? Unless they do something and bring Dominic, get Dominic involved. That's what they need to do.
That's a sure.
Well, with a broken ACL, he can't do that.
For sure.
True. They missed it out.
I think it's just a sprained ACL.
So anyway, then up next it was The Miz versus Shane.
I told you.
All right, whatever.
Mimi told you too.
Whatever.
Shane O'Mac.
Shane wins it. 16-minute cage match. That's what it was. A 16-minute.
Miz is the worst face ever.
He's better as a heel.
All right. Then up next, Tony Nese versus Daivari. Decent match, 12-minute match. Tony Nese wins.
Yeah.
Then up next, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. Good match. I'm really impressed with Lacey.
Yes.
Really am. Match went about 11 minutes long. The winner was Becky. As Becky was walking out, Charlotte came out and she says, bitch, get back in there. We're starting this match. So then it ended up being Becky versus Charlotte. Now, I do have to put something in the book, and this is gonna be I think her 4th time in the book, and that's Charlotte's butt cheeks.
Oh yes.
That girl got no ass.
She got Hank Hill syndrome.
What's she got?
Jesus Christ.
Andrade got to pump that up or something.
Andrade's got to, do something. My God, Lord. But she don't. I'm watching this match and I'm like, she's all boobs and no ass. I'm
I
like,
know.
good God, man.
She needs a Cardi B implant.
We're gonna call it Charlotte's deflated butt cheeks.
All right.
So, Rick, do the honors.
Charlotte's deflated butt cheeks. You just made the book.
I had to do it, sorry. So the winner was Charlotte after interference from Lacey Evans. This was a little bit of a quicker match. It was 8 minutes. But during that time, Charlotte and Lacey were beating the crap out of Becky. Then Becky, I think it was Becky, nailed Charlotte with something. I don't remember. Or was it Bayley when Bayley came out?
I think it was Bayley.
Either way. Bayley came out and make the save, but she ends up cashing in her briefcase against Charlotte. Bayley hitting the flying elbow, and there you go, new champ.
Now, I said something like this, like...
No, you didn't.
I was so upset at myself for going to pick Becky when I was just like, damn, I think Charlotte's going to get it so she get 9-time champion, and then Bayley's going to cash in. It's ridiculous. I'm hearing that Charlotte's going to go to 17.
That I heard the same thing. They said they want Charlotte to break her daddy's record.
But do it over a 20-year career.
Exactly.
Don't freaking do it in 3 years. It's been 4 years that she's in the company.
Yeah, I understand that, Rick. But going back to what we were saying about AEW being competition with WWE, you really think that WWE is thinking 20 years ahead to make Charlotte do it? Break her dad's record within that time? No. They want to do it sooner rather than later because that's a way to keep Charlotte in WWE.
Relevant.
So that's how I sees it. So,
but Bayley, congrats.
Yes. About time. Then I heard, though, that they're saying that this was a jab at Sasha Banks.
Let it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Bayley's been working her ass off.
I think Bayley deserves it more than Sasha Banks.
And I agree with you. I love Sasha Banks.
If that's the case of them, if that's true, actually, I should say, that they were in the back after WrestleMania laying on the floor and whining, okay, I have a hard time believing that because I have an easy time believing that Sasha Banks would do it, but I don't think Bayley would.
Bayley respects the business too much, man.
That's what I'm saying. So I think, because if that was true, why would they still give her that belt? Mm-hmm. Why would they make her win Money in the Bank? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could be wrong. But for me, if this was a jab at Sasha Banks, good. I'm glad. Because I can't take everything away from Sasha Banks because she is a talented wrestler. She had an amazing match with Bayley in NXT. Okay,
but that was with Bayley.
But I understand that. But the rest of the time that she's been wrestling, I haven't been impressed with.
Nah, Sasha and Charlotte had a good thing going back and forth.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right, Rick.
But I don't know. I still haven't been impressed with her. There's nothing that stands out that makes me think, you know what? Yeah, no, she deserves it. I see it more in Bayley than I do Sasha Banks, that she deserves it.
Are you talking about their butts? Because I agree.
Well, that too. You know what I'm saying? All right,
that's so wrong.
All right, so let's keep moving. There you go. Becky, new champ. Then up next, it was Elias versus Roman. As Roman was headed to the ring, he gets hit with the guitar.
Ridiculous.
As Elias was leaving the Roman's music hits, he hits him with a Superman punch, threw him in the ring, and then hit him with a spear and win. 5-minute match. There you go. Nice payday for you. So then up next, now this is the Lucha House Party. Supposedly it's supposed to be a 6-man tag, which I was just like, all right, this got to be a throwaway match because it's not in pay-per-view points game number 1. So, but then Lars Sullivan came out and beat the crap out of the Lucha House Party. And then he got busted open the hard way from a headbutt. That was from Kalisto, I believe, they said. Now, here's my thing. Nothing about this segment, but I was laughing. And the reason why I was laughing is because here is Lars Sullivan apparently made some racist comments back in the day and this and that. And what did they do? They not only supposedly fined him $100,000, but they made him fight against 3 Mexicans.
2 Mexicans. What? The other guy's Puerto Rican.
Oh, is he really? But still,
Yeah.
Spanish guys.
But
Who's Puerto Rican?
The not Metalik and not Kalisto. Lindsay Dorado.
Lindsay Dorado?
But
yeah,
why?
that's right, yeah.
Why are you gonna put him in the main card when you put the Usos in the pre-show? I don't know. You know what I'm
But
saying?
not only that,
he should be in the pre-show.
You think about it this way too. Daniel Bryan was just main event in WrestleMania, and then the next pay-per-view he's
pre-show. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why not put Lars
Ridiculous.
Sullivan and those guys in the pre-show? Why?
That could have been in the pre-show, but that whole segment, I didn't even time it, but I think that whole segment was not even 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you know,
it would have been a waste for a pre-show, in my opinion.
But it could have been towards the end of the pre-show.
Yeah, it could have been.
So it wouldn't have been a waste, but it was a waste of my time.
Yeah.
5 minutes of my life I can't get back.
Yeah, I agree.
So important.
So
It was important.
So I just went on to that because the match after the Elias versus Roman, it was Seth versus AJ. This match was so amazing.
Everything you expected?
Everything I expected.
And
So
more.
much so that I want to put this match into the vault. It was It was definitely match of the night. Definitely needs to be in the running for match of the year. So it definitely needs to go into the vault. My dog is eating my shoelaces. Get off! It's hard for me to do the show, damn it. So no, this match was everything and then some.
It was.
The curb stomp into the Styles Clash. I was like, wait, what? Did that just happen? Holy shit. 23-minute match from start to finish was just absolutely amazing.
I agree.
Rick?
I agree. So let's open up the vault.
We still don't have a damn sound effects for that?
I guess not. So AJ Styles and Seth Rollins from Money in the Bank joins the vault for match of the year. The War Raiders at the time versus Ricochet and Aleister Black from NXT TakeOver New York. Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano from TakeOver Phoenix, and Andrade versus Rey Mysterio from SmackDown Live. So those 4 matches are now into the vault for match of the year candidate. At the end of the year, we're going to put our candidates up against each other in a tournament, and you, the fans, get to vote on who moves on, and we vote for who is going to win it all.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the vault is now closing.
Sounds like Godzilla.
Right? Okay, so then up next, we had Kofi versus Kevin Owens. 20-minute match. Thoughts on this?
Oh, Lord, and Cardi B. This is just, it's not believable anymore.
No.
Kofi won with his sneakers off. I should have known. I mean, I think we all should have known that Kofi wasn't going to lose. I think we all voted for Kevin Owens because we wanted Kevin Owens to win.
It's true.
Because they're not going to take it off of Kofi. Kofi didn't even defend it once.
But the thing what's sad is that even in my notes, I have something about each match. You know what I'm saying? This match, I have nothing. All I have was Kofi versus Kevin, winner Kofi, 20 minutes. That's it. That's all I had. I was that bored with this match.
It was a boring match.
And I was really hoping this would. All right, so main event, men's Money in the Bank. Ricochet, Baron Corbin, Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, Ali, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, but he didn't make it, and Andrade. So I didn't mention earlier, but of course you had to have seen Money in the Bank to see what happened to Sami Zayn. He was hanging upside down. Now, when that happened, I was just like, awesome. That means Bray Wyatt is going to come out. This is going to be great. I'm going to love this pay-per-view even more. It's going to be great when whoever's going to be that person to try to grab it, lights are going to go out. That person's not going to be there. When the lights come back on, it's going to be Bray Wyatt there with the briefcase, and that shit did not happen.
Nah.
Could you imagine the lights go out and then you hear twinkle, twinkle.
Oh my God. Very creepy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then
Are you
then
kidding me?
That
lights
whole
come back
arena would've
on,
went
great.
crazy.
And then you have Bray with the mask in the face of the guy with the briefcase, and he just gets scared and falls back. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. We should be writers.
We should be.
Instead, we got Brock Lesnar as Ali went up to the thing. Up the
Ay, Dios mío.
Block Brock.
The man's got millions of dollars, shows up to a pay-per-view, and didn't even break a sweat.
Nada.
And started rocking with the
briefcase on Raw. Nothing at all. Did nothing at all except run down, push a ladder, climbed up, and grabbed that
and
shit.
Busted open Ali with that.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ali's mouth got busted from that spot. So he was tasting a lot of iron from that. But that was a slap in the face. I mean, that was just terrible.
But the thing of it is, some people thought it was okay. Some people thought that was not bad. That was a good ending. Some people, of course, hated it, but a lot of people said no, don't like it at all.
What was more disappointing, Bran as the king or Brock as the winner of Money in the Bank?
Braun.
Braun.
Or Brock.
Right.
So.
Brock, definitely Brock.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
All right, so that is it for your Money in the Bank. Overall, like I said, we mentioned earlier, I thought the pay-per-view was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was definitely a good one. It just left a bad taste in your mouth. It's all about how you start and how you end. You know, you gotta get the good pieces of bread, you know? And
True.
then that last piece of bread was a little soggy in the middle.
Oh, yeah, very soggy. All right, so we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. When we come back, we got Raw, NXT, SmackDown, all that shit. We'll be right back.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global is affiliated with the Colin Noble brand. Go to colinnoble.com and save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Guys, you can get these great t-shirts they have. They got great hoodies. They got sunglasses. They got hats. They got it all at colinnoble.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Tony, it's time to get raw, baby.
Sure it is. All right, so now with Raw, overall, it wasn't really a bad Raw after a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. The only thing I'm going to get sick of is Michael Cole. For the next several months, he's going to be saying, Beast in the Bank. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. There was a lot of cool things that did happen on Raw. Now, the biggest, obviously, is the 24/7 belt. All right, what are you guys' thoughts and opinions on this? And then we'll wrap it up with Raw.
All right, I think the 24/7 belt idea is cool. I hate the way it looks. I hate the name of the belt.
To me, it looks like the WBC championship.
Yes, like a boxing title.
And the thing is, it's very tiny.
Yes.
It is not big at all. It's probably about the size of my palm. You know?
That's what she said.
Hey, our first one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty funny. I gotta give it to you guys.
But you're right, though. It's a very ugly belt. Is it the design or the color or what?
It's a little bit of everything. The green, the yellow gold, it just doesn't go like.
Well, you know, the color is not that bad. I think it's the design is more bad than anything else.
I feel like just like the color doesn't go with the theme. Like I guess it's just I'm used to the hardcore title. It was brown.
But
it was a little bit.
But it's not a hardcore title.
Wait a minute. Are you going to really compare it to the hardcore title? This whole 24/7 thing? Because they
it's a PG version of it.
Okay, because I was going to say they haven't used a freaking weapon at all.
Yeah,
it's not.
But you know they will. I mean, they use a car. I mean, you know what a car.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. But I mean, again, a lot of people were hating it. I kind of dug it, you know, because at least it gives those guys airtime.
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, at least it gives them airtime. It's something different. And the thing of it is, they couldn't have given this belt to a better person than R-Truth.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I didn't like the sprawl though. Like in the very beginning, go whoever gets it first.
Whoever gets in there first. For
Just
me,
have a battle royal.
It kind of reminded me of a reverse battle royal back in
Yes,
my day.
it does.
That's exactly what I thought of when I saw it.
Another thing, actually, before we close out Raw, is the Firefly Funhouse. Really quick vignette, though, of
Yeah.
it. Nothing really long about it. So
They said that those things are pre-recorded. I don't think they're pre-recorded. I think they were recorded on a weekly basis because Bray Wyatt had his son. His son was born this week, so that's why I feel like they didn't do it.
He had a girl.
He had a boy. Yeah, Nash 6 Rotunda.
Yeah.
Nash.
I love the middle.
Nash
six.
is not a girl.
No,
That's
you
a
never
boy's
know.
name.
You never know nowadays.
It could be Nashley.
Nashly.
Well, if it was Nashley, it would be a girl.
Now, another thing. I know it's like I keep saying, then we're going to leave. But the Alexa Bliss segment with Nikki Cross, and then she had Becky as a guest. And then the Iconics came out, which I thought was phenomenal. And then Lacey came out, and they end up being a 6-woman tag. I think they need to stop with Alexa Bliss. Let her heal up. Stop. They're wasting time on Raw with it. Just stop. Because honestly, what does she call that show? The Moment of Bliss? It's not working. Yeah. It really isn't.
It's not. It's not the Kevin Owens show.
No,
it's not
or
Roddy
Chris
Piper
or anything like
Chris
that.
Jericho.
But the thing I did find funny is that when they were going to tell her to her to wrestle, she brought her coffee cup up there.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. Yeah.
So, overall,
yeah, but I feel like it's a big slap in the face too. Her bringing out the coffee.
No, and I agree with you too. I thought it was funny though, but I agree it does seem like a big slap.
Dana
in the
Brooke
face.
could have went out there.
Exactly. Yeah, give her time. But that's been my whole problem with WWE in general is that they have so much talent that they're not using. They want you want to create new talent. You want each segment to be phenomenal because a different talent is being pushed. But they're not. They're constantly pushing the same people, even when they're hurt.
Yes.
And that's what's getting me annoyed. Because like I said, Alexa Bliss, if she's hurt, she got a concussion, she's out. You know what? Goodbye. Go heal up. We'll deal with you later. Bring somebody like Dana Brooke. She could have easily. Because the people's been behind Dana Brooke lately, if you guys haven't noticed. And then now they just don't put her on at all. Like, she didn't matter, that Money in the Bank? Didn't make sense.
But the thing is, too, is like people like Alexa Bliss, they will always shine no matter how much they get injured. She's like a John Cena.
Who?
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
She's like a John Cena. She's just like, her charisma, the way she talks, the way she uses the mic. She don't need to know how to wrestle. She needs to know how to do the 1, 2, 3 thingy that John Cena does and actually fucking beat somebody. But she is.
Well, she hasn't lately, so.
No, but of course not, because she's injured. Yeah. But she has the charisma. You know, when John Cena gets injured, he takes 4 months off. He fucking heals himself, and then he comes back. Why can't they let Alexa Bliss do the same?
But not only that though. The thing is, these guys wrestle 300 days out of the year, or I think it's actually more than that.
It's 364.
What?
It's 364 days out of the year. The only day they get off is Christmas.
No, they wrestle less than that. That's every day they're wrestling.
Exactly.
They're not. But the thing of it is, there's a lot of things they do on the road. If it's not wrestling, they're doing autograph signing. If it's not autograph signing, they're doing something. They're promotion. They're being on the radio or being on TV. They're always doing something. And the thing of it is, with them having so much talent, if they're so afraid of losing people and they just want to sign them, but then they're not doing anything with them, what they need to do, you got so many people, give them a month off. Because they used to do that back in the day. When you would see The Undertaker disappear for a month, they would fake an injury and he'd be out for a month. Steve Austin, they would do an injury, he'd be out for a month, and then somebody else will step in, and this and that. And I get it. Wrestling, the thing is, wrestling is very, very competitive, and if the top person is going to be out for a month, somebody's going to want to take that place, which is true, and that's what they need. But they're still building new talent. And they have the talent that they can build. That's why a lot of people are so scarce about people from NXT going to the main roster, because they're not going to get that push like they did in NXT, which is true.
Look at EC3.
Look at EC3. Look at The Ascension. The Ascension was the longest reigning tag team champions in NXT.
Look at Asuka.
They're crap. Asuka, same thing. But what I'm saying is that, okay, you want to keep these guys, then guess what? You're going to have to give them time off. So that way you can push somebody else for that month, see what happens. If it works, it works. If it don't, guess what? Push them back mid-card, when that person come back, at least everybody's excited. This and that. Mm-hmm. But the WWE is known for ruining surprises because they like to advertise, oh my God, they're coming back next week. I don't want to tune in. No, make it a surprise because then the more you keep doing these surprises, the more people are going to want to tune in because they're not going to want to miss it.
Absolutely.
Why did we go off on that?
Because we're trying to be right.
Holy shit. We went off. All right. Let's go straight into Rick's segment. Oh, my God. SmackDown.
SmackDown.
All right.
No,
whoa,
Rick does
whoa.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
It's time for the SmackDown breakdown.
Are you ready?
Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah. That's a break, little man. Break it down.
All right, SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Ali versus Andrade. These two, I would love a future story with these two. I think they could put on a match every week and I would enjoy it. Ali picks up the win, which was weird though, because Andrade's going for the IC title in Saudi Arabia, so I was a little perplexed by this. Yeah. But overall, good match between the two. I would love to see more of them together. Carmella versus Mandy Rose gets interrupted by the 24/7 title, which R-Truth was dressed as Carmella, running around the ring, running around the arena, and he escapes with the 24/7 title. So R-Truth's holding on to it for a little bit longer. Kofi Kingston against Sami Zayn. Quick match, wasn't too long. It was okay. Big E was laid out by somebody. He said it was Kevin Owens on his return. But after the match, Dolph Ziggler makes a return and he attacks Kofi Kingston. And one of the best beatdowns I've seen in a while. I mean, it was pretty exciting.
It reminded me of when Kevin Owens turned on Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It was very hateful behind it.
Yeah.
Later on, Dolph explained it, and it was a lot different from his regular, I deserve it, it was my time. But the way he explained it this time was, it should have been me. It should have been me.
He still came off like a whiny bitch.
Yeah,
he did.
Sounded like,
he
Raven.
was crying.
He sounded like
What was
Raven.
the crying?
It sounded like
Raven
that's
to me. Because I love Raven, so that's
I
a plus
do
for
too,
me.
but it still sounded like Raven. Like, it should have been me. It should have been Raven.
Yeah, and I just loved it. It was just a little bit different. Normally it's like, it should have been me, but this one was like a psychotic break where it's like, it should have been me. It should have been me. When you get angry, so angry that you cry, that's the kind of thing I got from it.
He still looked like a bitch.
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
He did. He looked like a little bitch.
I'm starting to like, Dolph, I'm starting to like you again, Dolph. We all know.
After ripping two T-shirts.
We all know that Dolph can put on performances. I'm interested.
And I won't ever take that away from him, but it's just, I love the attack. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't love the promo.
Yeah. Well, we'll see where it goes. He has a WWE title match.
Well, and that they only did
Saudi
that
Arabia.
because of Saudi Arabia, exactly.
Yeah, because Kevin Owens can't go. Becky and Bayley.
Wait, what? What do you mean he can't go? Why can't he go?
Kevin Owens is not going because of Sami Zayn.
Really?
Out of respect for his friend, yeah.
You just said that.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I said Sami Zayn.
And you said KO was not going because of Sami.
No, I didn't read it like that.
No, well, that's the truth. That's why Kevin Owens is not
but
going.
But if that's the case, well, then, hey, good for him. Yeah. I thought like they were told that he couldn't go.
Oh, no. It was because of Sami Zayn.
Well, you know what? Good for him.
Yeah, I'm really proud of Kevin. Yeah. That's his BFF for a reason. Becky and Bayley.
You were proud of Kevin?
Yeah.
What are you, his father?
I'm his father. Becky and Bayley, the women's champions, defeat Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans. This was a good match where Lacey Evans got in the ring and Bayley got her fair win over Charlotte. So it was more than just a cash-in on Sunday. It was a good match where she got the pin on him. But the last match, I was not for it. Roman versus Elias. That was whack. But at the end, he gets attacked by McIntyre, which I think we're all for McIntyre standing tall. I mean, just look at the guy. All right. It is now time for the NXT POV Mamma Mia.
Mama, life has just begun.
Did not see you going there. All right. NXT, we're going to have a 4-team ladder match. The Street Profits versus Undisputed Era, Forgotten Sons, and Birch and Lorcan
NXT
at
Takeover.
TakeOver.
Who do you think's going to win that? I'm predicting Forgotten Sons right off the bat.
I'm thinking Street Profits.
Really? You think they're due?
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes.
No.
I mean, it's not going to be Birch and Lorcan. That's for sure.
Right?
An interesting moment. Velveteen Dream goes out to shoot a promo, and he gets interrupted by Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze. Tyler! Yeah.
Baby.
I mean,
Poor
Tyler
man,
Breeze and
haircut.
Velveteen. That's going to be a good match.
That
and
will
it's-
be a good match. I don't see Tyler Breeze winning.
I mean, I do.
He is where he
Really?
belongs. I think
I
that's
do.
where he shines the most.
He said he's back home.
Yes.
So he's going to be on NXT for a while. I mean, I see it. Tyler Breeze was such a shining star on NXT. I love the move. I think he could beat Velveteen. And similar personalities,
and then
too.
Velveteen is going to move up to the main roster.
I think he has to go after. I think Velveteen has to go after the NXT title. I don't think he's
Before
ready for the
he's
main
up?
roster.
Really? You don't? I
Yeah.
think he's ready.
I think he was
but
ready
the thing
way
is,
before.
The thing is, but the thing is,
There's no
I'm
room
not-
for him right now.
Not that it's just no room, but I think he still has a little bit of immaturity in him, and that's the reason why they haven't put him on.
No, the reason why he hasn't been up there is because he wore that thing.
That's
Vince, put me
immature.
up.
That's
immature.
That is immature. You don't do that. You know.
Yeah.
You don't do that. So I think that's. I mean, he's still. I think putting him up early. Yeah, that might be. That I don't think that'll be good. He still has a lot to learn, and I think he is maturing though. I really do.
Yeah. Next up, we had Candice LeRae win a quick match up, and
Man, I'm so pissed off.
why?
What's her name? Was it Gonzalez?
Yes.
That woman is a beast.
She is.
She is huge. How is a little Candice LeRae gonna beat her with a bullshit
Who's she
move
married
like
to?
that?
Who's she
I
married
know who
to?
she married to, but with a bullshit move like that, that's gonna put her. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
I'm mad as hell.
Man.
After the match, she's
The
attacked by
cowgirl.
the.
Front, you see how small your wife is, and she be beating your ass.
Ooh. No? Yeah. All right. Well, after the match, Candice LeRae gets attacked by the 4 Horsewomen, and Io Shirai comes with the save with the kendo stick. All right.
Yeah, you Shirai,
And-
man.
Yeah, I know. She's your little dumpling.
Yeah, she's my Asian one.
She
a
got
little
tongue tied.
wonton.
I did, man, with the wontons and everything.
We love our Asian fans.
We do.
Riddle and Johnny Gargano set off and lost to the Undisputed Era after Roderick Strong interfered.
Let me tell you something.
All right.
This was a good match.
It was.
I liked this match. The ending was great. Kind of thrown off, though, that Riddle got pinned. Now, I know this isn't everything, but for me it is. Matt, his entrance suck.
Bro.
He comes out like he just got done smoking a joint.
That's who he is.
Yeah,
bro.
I know that's who he is, but he does. He comes out, he's like, fist bump. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he's
Bump.
chill.
Fist bump. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's weird.
I
man.
wish I was him right now.
Like,
you know?
I mean, he's a fellow Saratogian, so represent, motherfucker. But at the same time, he's like, it's just a weird entrance for him to come out there. And he's like, fist bump, fist
Like,
bump.
he's
I
a
don't know.
fellow Saratogian, but he comes off like more of a
California.
California kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right.
All right. Well, with that being said, it's now time for Raw vs. SmackDown vs. NXT.
Yep.
Every week on our Facebook page, except for this one, you go our Facebook page, and we have you, the fans, vote.
Oh, you forgot to
Like I
put it
said,
up again?
You know what it is? It's just been a really long week. I just finished my production at my job of The Lion King, and it went pretty well. I'm doing my last... Exactly.
See, I know the words.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so it's just been a really hectic week, so I'm sorry, fans, I didn't get that out there. But you, the fans, get to vote, and you guys didn't vote this week. But with that being said, NXT is ahead 3 to Raw's 2 to SmackDown's 1. And this week, what are we thinking? I'm going to go first. I'm going to throw this out there. I honestly think, hands down, SmackDown was the best show this week. I think Raw was the second best show, and I think NXT was the third best show of this week.
Damn.
What do you guys think?
I went the opposite route. I went NXT because I was more invested in it. They told more better stories. Then I went Raw because even though everybody was hating on, the new 24/7 title, but I thought it was pretty neat. It was a different segment. They promised to get a little bit edgier on the third hour. It kind of went a little dark there, so I agreed. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was so weird.
It was a little weird, though. And I liked the Brock Lesnar promo in the beginning. He was really pissing people off, and I dug that. And I thought SmackDown was last. So.
Also, just to mention, whatchamacallit, the Usos versus the Revival was also a pretty good match on Raw.
And it wasn't comical.
No, it wasn't. So that's why I thought Raw was second, and it's very close second. But NXT to me was nothing compared to SmackDown. Like I mentioned with SmackDown, Becky and Bayley match, Carmella versus Mandy getting interrupted, Ali versus Andrade.
The only thing that stood out for me though on SmackDown was Ali and Andrade. That was it.
Yeah.
I didn't like the fact that they gave Big E this elaborate thing and everything. It was. I didn't like it.
I forgot to throw this out there, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly think Big E was not attacked at all, and I think him and Dolph Ziggler are getting back together.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Yes. Mimi, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT?
NXT, SmackDown, and then Raw, because the fact that Dolph Ziggler came back.
All right, well, with that being said, then, the final vote goes with NXT this week, and NXT is starting to run away with this one, guys.
Looks like
NXT's up 4 to Raw's 2 to SmackDown's 1. All right, Tony.
It is time for the book. All right. So for those that are new to the show, basically what I do, or what we do, is that we put the most ridiculous things, and we just talk about it towards the end of the show. It's funny, and it's a way to say, you know what, this really happened. So if guys are wondering, why do you guys put the most ridiculous things in the book? That's why. Because we have to talk about it. We do.
And it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Like, look at it this way. Charlotte's inflated butt cheeks. You have to talk about it. It's been annoying me for a while. So, all right. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
John Cena's hair don't.
It stays.
Silly comes back.
Shane's damn ego times 2.
Stays.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle's chancletas.
Bro.
Stays. Lafayette, Louisiana crowd.
Stays till they go back.
Renee Young's commentary. That girl's getting worse and worse.
Oh,
God.
Lord.
I think she's trying to get fired.
Jesus. Oh, you know what?
She's trying to get
I'm gonna
fired.
tell you,
Like her man.
let me tell you something. What's the next pay-per-view? The Saudi, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what?
Stomping ground?
The thing is, I'll be in Vegas by then. You know what? Yeah. You know what? We'll give her
AEW?
We'll give her till Stomping Ground. If she doesn't improve, if she's still with that, oh, come on, or any of that bullshit, I think she's going to be a lifer.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
The missing mole. Where the fuck did it go?
Missing.
Kofi's mic privileges times 2.
Oh,
times
You-
3.
Lord.
let me tell you, it's almost going to be times 3. Because let me tell you something, when he was on Raw, it wasn't bad. It was acting himself. He goes to SmackDown, he went back to the,
and then the stupidity where he's like, oh no, I gotta be serious, guys. I gotta be serious. You making a joke out of it, you fool?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, guys, I got to be serious. I'm a champion now. I have to be serious. Nobody said that.
No.
Nobody said that. But
They're saying your serious crap is horrible.
Exactly. But not only that, what they're trying to tell him, and these are former workers, including myself, we're trying to tell him is to ease back on it, be a fighting champion that you can be.
Exactly.
You know, that match that he had when he had to run that gauntlet and the match that he had in Hell in the Cell, that's what they're trying to say.
Yes.
Be
Yes.
that person. Don't
Right.
stop with the pancakes. That's stupid. It's not you anymore. When you lose that belt and you go back to being the New Day with the 3-man or whatever, then start doing that again. Fine.
Right.
But you're a champion.
But even still, like you're going out flipping out pancakes, and then you come out and you're trying to sound
Trying to
like
be
a
serious.
tough
Yeah,
guy.
it's like you can't mix
Dude,
them
you
two.
can't do that.
It doesn't fit.
You
For
know,
him, it doesn't fit.
No, it doesn't.
Somebody like I'd say somebody like Mick Foley, that kind of fits with
but
him.
Mick Foley's,
You know what I'm saying?
Mick Foley's Mick Foley. You can't put him in the same
Yeah.
category.
All right, so let's go on with the book. Undertaker Skullet.
We'll see it, Saudi.
Yeah, we'll
see
see
you
it in Saudi.
Saudi.
Lacey Evans Veggie Wedgie.
It wasn't there.
I think it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Son of a bitch. All right, it's gone. Robert Roots porn star mustache.
It's
still
there.
porny.
Hey, it's no porny. Kofi's 11 year. They still mentioning it.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking put it in the book forever.
Mrs. Daddy Issues.
He put his hands on my father. Stays.
Natty Stinky promo. She wasn't even there.
She wasn't there.
Let's
Yeah,
let's
we
give
can
her
take
one
her
more
out.
shot. One more week. Kofi's armpit tatas.
They're still
Their
in his
tens are
armpit.
hanging.
And the newest entrance to the book, Charlotte's deflated butt cheek.
They ain't getting
They're
inflated
not gonna
anytime
get
soon.
anything.
They are
Unless she
not
gets-
going to be inflated anytime
Unless she
soon.
gets an implant.
Yeah, right? All right, so that is your book.
Dr. Miami is looking for somebody to do Charlotte, by the way.
Okay, so that is your book. We are done with the show. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Finally, last but not least, as we ride off into the sunset, we will play a random song from my 100 gazillion song list.
What?
Yes. No,
I didn't even know what numbers went up that high.
It did. Look it up. From my phone. All I do is I just hit the shuffle button. Whatever song pops up, it could be Andrade again, but whatever song pops up, hey, take a wild stab at it. That's what we do, and that's how we say goodbye and see y'all next week. Again, congratulations to the new champion in the interstate and the overseas. But, of course, make sure later on you play the Wrestling POV Global pay-per-view points game where they, for first time champion for that. So, with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Meanie Goody.
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano Leather.
and our intern.
Miguel Cole. I need more airtime.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
What the hell is this? Oh, it says a SmackDown intro? Oh, okay, yeah, it does. All right, hold on.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Carlito Caribbean Cool.
You're looking at it.
You're looking at it. You know what? That's cool. Now, what if he came back? Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be very cool.
That would be very cool. I think he still got it.
He definitely does, and he's not that old.
No.
I
Oh,
spit in the face
again.
of people who don't want to be cool. Oye, por ahí viene Carlito. You better be cool. Señor Carlito.